Growing up, I was a Garfield kid, and unfortunately, I grew up with the Bill Murray movies, so I have nostalgia with those movies. Like, I literally would not eat lasagna until I saw Garfield. And then I told my mom, I was like, I want to eat lasagna now because Garfield likes lasagna. And I still like lasagna, but yeah. Growing up, I had those movies and the old cartoons and old VHS tapes of the adventures he went on, so yeah, I grew up as a Garfield kid. The Garfield movie stars Chris Pratt and is about after Garfield's unexpected reunion with his long lost father, he and his canine friend Odie are forced from their perfectly pampered lives to join Vic on a risky heist. Now, I actually saw this movie early on Sunday afternoon, but after a very eventful weekend, I just didn't feel like making a video and editing and such. And even at some point today, I was like, do I really want to post this video? Because I'm just gonna get straight to the point. This movie is this generation's Garfield, okay? This is 2024 Garfield. Everyone that grew up with the original cartoons and all the original comic strips, whatever, this is not that. I mean, you have Garfield's character in the movie, and you get that in the first 20, 30 minutes of the movie, but once the story actually kicks in with his father, this heist, and all the shenanigans they get into with him and Odie, and the complete big summer blockbuster this movie turns into, this is 2024 Garfield, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. First things first, the animation is very good. I think so. Especially for the movie being like, I think a $60 million animated movie, which is crazy to hear, but the animation is very colorful. I actually had to see this movie in 3D, and I thought the 3D was good. I mean, this theater was filled with kids and families, and every little kid in this movie theater was having a blast. They were laughing, they were cheering them on, they were having a good time with this movie. And looking at this movie, it's a very colorful movie. I think kids can very much just watch this movie. And for adults, you can say like, it's cute. I mean, yeah, there are some jokes in this movie that made me chuckle and like, all right, I get it, the Garfield sarcasm and all kind of stuff and Mondays. And you have those little moments that make people who like love Garfield to enjoy this movie. But again, this is 2024. You have updated music. You have big things happening in this movie. And it's never a boring movie, but you can tell this movie is meant for 9-year-olds and under. You watch this movie, you can tell. Adults can watch this movie and say there's a good little lesson in this movie about the father figure who is voiced by Samuel L. Jackson. And then you have Chris Pratt as Garfield, which, yes, it's not really a big deal, but it's Chris Pratt's voice. I mean, there's nothing like, wow, Chris Pratt's voice. Like, he put more effort into Mario and that. This one, he's talking a little slow and talking a little down, but I think he's really excited. He's like that. But so, I mean, it's just Chris Pratt's voice, really. So, if you like Chris Pratt, cool. I like Chris Pratt, but, I mean, there's nothing really special about this movie. And again, it's meant for kids. Like, let's just make it clear and simple. This is meant for kids, and you watch this movie, it is meant for them. This movie will make a lot of money, I promise you, and it'll probably get a sequel, and we'll get more Garfield advertisement and such, and this will be this generation's Garfield. That's fine. I have my own. I watched it. It was fine. It was a nice little watch. It's a good little kids movie, but nothing to like, you gotta go see. I'm gonna give the Garfield movie a C. The person that actually did shock me the most was Nicholas Hoult plays John. Didn't even know that. I was like, who is that in his voice? And then at the very end, I was like, that's Nicholas Hoult. That's crazy. He was the one that I was actually like, wow, you're giving effort into your role in the Garfield movie. Good job for you. But hey, if you have family, if you have kids, go see it. It's a summer movie, Memorial Day weekend. Go see it. It's gonna make a lot of money, I promise you. And if you guys enjoy this movie review, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.